Okay. Waiting for Mr. Albert, yeah.
Okay,
The moderator's not yet here.
ready to go.
Good luck, brother.
Ready to launch. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Mr. Ozie. Sorry, my son.
Mr. Albert, you may open the room, please.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Wow.
Okay, so everyone is already here. Can we
course.
start the session? Is it possible?
Let's walk it all.
Okay, am I audible for all of the participants?
Of course.
Okay, thank you very much. So good evening and greetings to all of us. Let me introduce myself first. Maybe not all of you already know me. My name is Albert. I am 31 years old. I am a civil servant and now currently working in Jakarta. So today I will act as a moderator. Hopefully I can well conduct today's session. Finger crossed. On this occasion, we will going to begin our conversation session. But before that, first of all, we are going to hear the presentation from Mr. Fahru Rozi, or you can call him Mr. Rozi. From today's session, we will also conduct a conversation class that will arranged by Mr. Dennis. Due to my incompetence ability to arrange the breakout room, so the technical part will be done by him. Can you do that, Mr. Dennis? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, without any further ado, we will start today's presentation that will presented by Mr. Farurozi. So a short review from his biography. Mr. Rozi is a chemistry lecturer and researcher. His main expertise in research area of biochemistry, drug design, and new advanced material. His motto is live with knowledge and happiness. He is graduated from Central High School 106 Jakarta. He took natural science major and continuing to IPB, Institute Pertanian Bogor. He took chemistry major in inorganic chemistry and continuing his master's degree from University of Indonesia with the same major. So today he will present a presentation about the implementation of drone with IoT system for water or gas sampling. Mr. Farurozi, the screen is yours. You may conduct the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Albert. And first of all, I would like to thank to the Mr. Dennis for the Zoom account. Of course, we didn't have any premium Zoom account until now because of Mr. Dennis already gave us this session to allow us to increase our potential in conversation, especially for English conversation. Okay, maybe I will like to share my presentation first. Please a moment. Okay. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes.
Okay. In this session, I would like to present about the implementation drone with IoT system for water or gas sampling. This is one of my research with my team last years. So I believe it is not already known by other people. First of all, I would like to tell you all about the evolution of our industrial. The evolution in our industrial age is first beginning only by a sort of technology such as early carriage and then developed until all of us know that there is an electric vehicle such as Ioniq 5 or Tesla, and in a very short time we will achieve any connectivity with our devices such as car and phone or maybe our home. The revolution of industry is first beginning in first era. We such know that any mechanical equipment driven by water or steam power. It start all 18th century. It's founded by James Watt, as we all know. That's the steam power works the machine to create any products, and then we enter our first industrial era. In that industrial era, we didn't know that any machine could not communicate each others. And then in the end of 19th century, the industrial revolution. This is the second time that any major changes in the industrial, especially for the mass manufacturing production lines, it's all powered by electric energy. This is a sample of vintage electric conveyor belt. At this time, any production machine could transfer the production via conveyor belt. And then we move to the third industrial revolution. The key change of this industrial era is introduced by the electronic device come into the place because the last era we use the electric energy. At this moment, the driven robot are to be used in any production to automatically produce any production process more fast, more reliable than the industrial era. And now we are here in the industrial fourth revolution. We connect any others machine to the others, and then we could also create any cyber physical system that driven by augmented reality and real-time intelligence to be checked by man, and then the machine could give any information that connect each other by the other machine. It start at now 21st century. So what the idea of industrial 4.0? There's a three key point. The first is integrate each other equipment like the machine, like the conveyor belt, or any sensor include in every production step. And then we automated that machine to develop any physical or software optimization in the production flow. And then we after we optimize, we hope that the machine it learns everything without any human intervention. That's maybe the next step into the industrial era 5.0. I believe so. That not only in Indonesia, we talk about industry all over the world. So this is the 9-pillar tech application in Industrial 4.0 in Europe, maybe, or even now in Indonesia, such as any pioneer industrial in such as in mining. I believe that Siemens Indonesia also implement this 9-pillar. First, we talk about advanced robotics. This is the autonomous robot in this era, which is connected each other with the internet. And then sometimes we could operate with the human or maybe automatically operated by the system. And then the others 8 pillars, it's only implemented that the advanced robotic could go further, most integrated each others. And I believe that the others 8 pillars is it could seamlessly by the people who operate the system. And we know that until now we could not separate the operator and the machine, but I believe that the other pillars will be blended each other, and then we don't need human anymore for any production step. I think it sounds crazy right now, but I believe that in 1 or 2 decades from now, it will be happen. So what's the develop ecosystem in developing industrial 4.0? This is the four environment. The first is Internet of Things, the device. I believe so that any sort of device that connected to the internet, we could say that this is the Internet of Things. Also, our smartphone is integrated with internet. We call the smartphone is Internet of Things. And then Internet of Data, where's the data stored in the internet. And then Internet of People, which is the people who use the internet, who utilize it, such as a social web or maybe business web, such as Facebook Marketplace or Tokopedia. And then Internet of Service, which is we know that any logistic step in our world are connected to the internet. Even we buy something small as nail, it could be tracked via internet. So what's the major of transformation challenges into our world? In the government section, I believe that many policy such as our departments as Kominfo doing movement for the last month. Maybe it's for to answer the challenge into the industrial 4.0, which is there's no barrier of the information in internet world. But I believe that who had that policy have been know that we cannot back to the old era again. So we must move and step forward. And for industry, there is some sort of challenge, such as investigation to get the most sophisticated technique or machinery protocol to complete the industrial 4.0. And also there is an impact with the data security and privacy, as we know that if we got if we connect the data to the internet, there is some sort of vulnerability to our data to get stolen by the others. I believe it that we also creating any demand to the IT sector such as a data security. We will make sure that our data is safe by the hacker or the cracker. And then in the financial structure, we also talk about in 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks ago with me also about cryptocurrency. I believe that financial already know that there is some sort of digital currency will be transforming our how we trade each others via the internet. So I will skip this. I will further to my video. Maybe this is from Lab. This is from Germany, I believe. This is the some sort of example for the application in the chemistry world about the automation process. Is it move smoothly in your computer or not? Hello, Mr. Albert.
No voice yet. There's no voice yet.
There is no voice. It's not.
Share sound.
It's okay.
You
But,
can.
Not played yet.
okay. Is it okay?
No, no voice.
No voice yet.
Share sound, brother.
It's okay. This is not the voice. This is important, but the image. Is it visible? All of you?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So this is the lab automation. So this how the machine work in the chemistry laboratory. I believe that this already implemented in the Germany. So this is the, yeah, she is going to voice command to her smartphone, and then it's connected to the lab, and then the lab will automatically analyze and get the data to her smartphone. Even the inventory itself used for any connectivity to others framework, such as other people who want to know that her laboratory works. And then she getting a safety measurement if she going outside the barrier inside her lab, and then get the notification there is any device working in her lab. So this is the safety feature. So that's some sort of any implementation in the laboratory. We move to the background sense. What time I remain, Mr. Albert? Maybe 10?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay, maybe we going further away. This is my team, and this is the drone, which is connected to the any sort of sensor. There is only 5 sensor in one drone. And then this is the drone which is connected to the box of sensor. We believe that this method will work, but still this is still a prototype. And then this is what I doing for the calibration. And then this is the interface. And maybe we can say that we try to fly and the landing test with the sensor. This is the video.
Naik ke 1 meter ya, Kodin? Ke atasin langsung, Kodin. Nggak apa-apa di sini, Mas. Mantap. Oke. Cukup.
Okay. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. Maybe in 8 minutes, I would like to show the sensor. Yeah, there's in my home, the sensor is. So this is the interface. Yeah. This is not visible. Yeah. And then the sensor, it's connected to the internet. Yeah, maybe it's a little hard to see the sensor is. Yeah, this is the sensor. Yeah. This is the device. So I still working with them for improve how the machine work. So that's all I think what we need to know today. I believe maybe it's still outside of our boundaries. Indonesia actually still far away from this, especially for the industry implementation. But I believe that 10 or 20 years from now, it will be happen. Thank you for all of you for joining this presentation. I back to Mr. Albert.
Okay, thank you very much. That was so inspiring, Mr. Ozie, from your presentation. Thank you very much again. Okay, we will going to continue to the Q&A session, but before that, is any of you who are new to this class, perhaps you can introduce yourself. Maybe anyone like Mbak Wening or Irani Soraya.
Pardon me, but I'm not new.
Ah, you are not new. Oh,
Yeah,
because I
I'm
am, yeah,
old
I am.
school.
Okay, sorry for that. Maybe Mr. Agus Pariawan. There is Mr. Agus Pariawan in here. Yes. Yes, thank you very much.
I think I just here.
Yeah, can
Yes,
you introduce yourself, Mr. Agus Pariawan, please?
Thank you. My name is Agus Pariawan from Lamongan Regency. Actually, in Paciran, district Paciran, Lamongan.
Okay.
So I live near the Java Sea.
Yeah. Okay, your occupation,
Okay,
perhaps?
enough.
You are working in the government sector or non-government sector, Mr. Agus? Okay, never mind. We are going to, there is also a new participant here, Miss Nur Indah Riswati. Miss Nur Indah Riswati,
Yes.
can you present yourself?
Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Good
Hi,
evening.
good evening.
hi, good evening.
Nice to meet you all. I'm a newbie here. I'm a new, what is it? A new member, if I can say. Can I say that
Yes,
this is the member, right?
yes, it's right.
Yep. Well, actually, this is Mr. Oji. I'm the colleague of Mr. Oji. And then he convinced me to join this program because he wanted me to listen to his presentation actually. So I'm also a civil servant and I'm working in Bogor, live in Bogor, and yeah, I'm Mr. Oji colleagues actually. Hello everyone.
Hello, thank you very much, Miss Nur Indah Riswati. It's really great
My
to,
pleasure.
yes, it's really great to know you. Perhaps if any one of us will going to Bogor, we can contact her if
Sure.
it's possible that she will help us to get around Bogor area. Okay,
Sure.
thank you very much, Miss Nur Indah. Um,
Okay.
I don't think that there is anyone new here except me. Actually, I'm new, so I don't know. There is some kind of I don't know how to say. There is some kind of whisper from the Mr. Dennis to me, so I know that Mr. Agus and Miss Nur is a new member in here. But anyway, so there are several things that I can conclude from Mr. Ozie presentation. There is evolution and revolution of technology and the history of revolution of industry from 1.0 to 4.0. And also there is a core idea of industry 4.0, integrated, automated, and optimized production flow. It was really inspiring. And the last one, we also watched the IoT remote laboratory videos in Germany, how the things work. All the information are integrated with the device that integrated with internet or connected with the internet. And the last one, we also know the IoT water sample system sustainability and drone that created by Mr. Ozie. So, okay, that's all for me. I would like to continue to the Q&A session. Is there is any one of you who would like to ask Mr. Ozie? The screen is yours. Please raise your hand. Okay, I will start with my senior in my workplace, Mr. Edward. You may
No,
ask.
no,
No?
I'm not the first, Albert.
So,
Oh, yeah, is the first one.
Mr. Yahya. Okay, Mr.
Don't
Yahya.
tell
Sorry,
me.
sorry. Mr. Yahya, you may ask Mr. Uzi about his presentation related to his presentation. The screen is yours, Mr. Yahya.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Who's that, Mr. Albert, for your introduction. Actually, I was waiting for this time to ask a lot of things. From scratch, do you from the market or and then do you familiar with and actually very curious about the sensory, and I was about to ask about the implementation of drone in agriculture because I am facing a problem that would be really good to be solved with drone technology, because in my project, in my company, we need to map lots of fields and farms, and to gather visual data, and then actually a lot of things. If drone can sense more than just visual data, I'm really curious to know how that thing works. If you get what I mean, like how do you get the temperature or climate or sun, UV level, and so on and so on. So those parameters that are really important to the crops, to the agriculture process, agriculture and production kind of thing. So yeah, I hope you understand my question. How those things are working, and then do you build yourself? Because I am looking for hardware. If I want to buy a drone, say, what is the step, and how to use
Okay.
drone properly in agriculture sector? That's those. If you can answer all of it if you have the time, or if you have, but if not, that's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you,
I got
Mr.
it.
Ozie.
Thank you. How, Mr. Albert?
Yes.
How we answer the question?
Yes, you may answer the question directly.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
So it based on Mr. Yahya last question via WhatsApp. Maybe I would like to answer that question via this section. So I believe that our build drone is built by ourselves. So maybe I can share any sort of videos that this is all customized drone. We use several parts by the motors and the processor, and then we connect it each other and we program it by ourselves. I believe that I know that every single step how to calibrate it, and then how we could fly it with the remote control. So the first of all, I would like to tell you about how the image or how the data is transferred from the sensor to the our smartphone.
Yeah.
It is used by the Wi-Fi connection, and then the Wi-Fi connection is transferred to our smartphone. So in this box there is 4G modems which is embedded into the sensor, and then how we transfer it, of course we use any sort of 4G signal, and then the data itself is use the database and then is forwarded to our custom application. So even the apps I developed it myself. So yeah.
Wow.
So how we how we create it. So I use some sort of sensor that we use in chemistry, such as dissolved oxygen and pH, or even now I developed some sort of sensor such as gas monitoring system. The new one is about the temperature, humidity, moisture, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, volatile organic compound, ammonia, and nitrate compound in our ambient gas. So I believe if you want to if you want to know more, I believe this is not enough time in this section. I believe we could meet each other outside these meetings.
Yeah, sure. If you can build it, then maybe you can sell it to other parties. And I don't know if you can someone like me, like,
Yeah.
build a custom drone by buying a modular thing in the market, or I have to, like, pay pay a high amount of money and then get
You
the
can use
Or-
some sort of modular such as the processor itself, but we can
Yeah.
customize it, and then we could
Yeah, yeah.
use it for the image processing as I told before.
Okay. Okay, that's nice to know. So
Yeah.
the last question, do you provide the
Of course.
service of building custom drones?
I believe that civil servant we cannot do that.
We can do it under
individually.
table, you know.
Individually.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Okay,
Maybe
thank you.
Mr. Albert can.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yahya and Mr. Ozie.
Okay, thank you.
It was really nice conversation over there, and then it was also inspiring us about how to conduct or how to make a customable drone. And because we have also a few participants who would like to ask a question to Mr. Ozie. So I will continue to the question session. We will going to Mr. Acep. Mr. Acep, you would like to
I think
ask?
Astuti first.
Okay, then Miss Astuti, you may ask Mr. Ozie about his presentation. The screen is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Albert and Kak Jeff. Hi, Mr. Ozie or Kak Ozie. It's nice. This great about IOT, yeah, Internet of Things. But my question is not about the drone. It's about energy research. What do you think? Is the development of energy research, like we know that nowadays industrial operation is very fast developing. We know that everything is need electricity, but electricity is still built from fossil energy. 80%, I think. I have read about an article that say fossil energy is still 80% in nowadays. Now, what do you think about the developing between energy research and the technology nowadays? Is in line, or technology is improved so high, but is how to destruct, not destruct, wait. destroy or damage our earth because it spend much energy. Yeah, thank you, Kak Ozie.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
for the
thank
question.
you for the question, Miss Astuti. Maybe Mr. Ozie can answer the question, please.
Okay, I will quickly answer about the energy resources. Maybe it's all of us think about the energy. Where is energy come from, or where will we happen if the energy resource has been depleted right now? Whoop, our technology is gone. So that's some sort of interesting question about the energy itself. So how the technology itself rely on the energy, and also as far as I know that the technology how to create, maybe not creating, maybe how to harvest. We say harvesting the energy. It's from the sun. So the most efficient energy, I believe, is from the nuclear reaction. But I believe that it's also the most dangerous energy resources. So for the safest nuclear harvesting technology is from the sun. So the solar panel is all of our answer right now. So I believe that any metals, any metals, not the silicon. I believe that there is some sort of research right now that others metals, not the silicon, but we know that right now the solar panel made from the silicon, but the latest research it's created from the boron. So the boron is the same principle with the silicon itself, but the boron create more efficient energy capture by the chemical properties. And also maybe the silicon and the boron could work each others because the boron and the silicon is absorbed different sort of wavelength, so it can be stacked together to create more efficient energy. Thank you. Maybe that's my question, my answer to Ms. Astuti.
Thank you very much for your answer, Mr. Ozie. I hope that answer will fulfill the.
Can I ask one question again, Mr. Albert?
Is it possible, Mr. Dennis? Because we still have.
Yeah, it's okay.
Still
If,
three.
Okay.
yeah,
But
Again.
it's
Okay.
not so difficult.
Okay.
I love watching science fiction movie like Interstellar. Maybe
Okay.
Ozie ever
Yeah,
watching this.
of course.
Do you think that in what happened in Interstellar movie one day will happen in our planet too?
Oh my god. That's the difficulties. Question is really hard, I think. Yeah, maybe the singularity in the interstellar we cannot explain that right now because there is some sort of evidence that we cannot travel much further than the light itself, but we could travel into the wormhole if we create something that will bend the time and what is it? We call it 3D dimensional 3D dimensional space maybe. But I believe there is some sort of beyond the 3D dimensional maybe the fourth dimensional or 5 dimensional, I believe so. So it would be happen, but not in so fast as fast decade, maybe 100 years or 200 years from now. Thank you. Maybe that my answer, Ms. Astuti.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ozie. Yeah, and we still have a time for a questioner left, Mr. Dennis.
yeah. You still have some time.
Okay, I would like to continue to Mr. Acep or Miss Nur or Mr. Edward, who is the first person who raised the hand. Okay, Mr. Acep, the screen
Yes,
is yours.
thank you, our moderator, Mr. Albert, and thank you for the great presentation, Mr. Ozie. It was nice and really impressive. My questions is, how did you learn all of this as you, I think your bachelor degree in chemistry, right? And how did you learn all of these technology things, including a drone and its formula? And my follow-up question is, I believe that your office or your organization has a long-term roadmap in terms of utilizing and developing the drone. So would you like to give some hints for us? What's your long-term goal from your drone development? Thank you.
Thank you. I will quick answer that question maybe. How I learned all these skill set is it started at the corona's time. So I believe that we have some sort of big time in that time, especially for civil servant. because we remotely work from our home, and then we some sort of digital connection in our home, and then I watch the YouTube video from all the scratch, how to build any drone, and then how to build the sensor that connect into our smartphone. And then I work maybe about 12 hours per day for only 10 or 8 months, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So I doing it in my home and do this project with my team, talk and discuss each others how to solve the problem in every step. I believe that how I improve my skill set in my free time. Maybe that's will yeah, maybe some people could could not imagine, but I believe that Mr. Albert also have some sort of experience that tell to us before how he learned to speak like a native language in a short time. Wow, it's amazing me. I cannot do that, but Mr. Albert can do.
No, actually, it's just a normal thing. Okay. Is it enough for the answer, Mr. Acep, about your
Yes, yes.
question?
I think I got the first answer. Yes, about the patient. And then my second questions, as I have mentioned earlier, is about the long-term goal of your drone
Okay.
development.
So the long term, I would like some sort of maybe patent or haki from Mr. Albert department.
Not mine.
Kemenkumham.
No, actually, it's all the directorate. Yes,
Ah,
it's
the
still
others, but
in the
still in the
same.
same
Yeah,
institution.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's long term.
Okay.
Okay, great. Good luck then. Nice.
Thank you,
Yeah, I also
Mr. Acep.
hope that you can register your invention to Haki, because this was really inspiring us about how you are have an idea to develop the technology, especially in Indonesia, and also for yourself. Thank you very much, Mr. Ozie. Okay, next question. We will going to Mr. Edward.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Edward, the screen is yours.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Ozie.
Hi.
Thank you for your comprehensive presentation. Is new knowledge for us. But I have a question. But before that, actually, in my department, my ministry, we also have some new technology. For example, we also have, like, in some prison, we have metal detector for drugs, and bracelet watch is for the inmates, so we can know the movement of the inmates. And in some high risk prison, we also have a drone. So our drone to protect our facility from other drones. For example, in Nusa Kambangan prison, there are many drones come to the island. So they spy our facility. So that's why we also use drone to protect our facility, to know who are the people that spy us. But I have also experienced that talking about technology, I think it's not about the price, but it's about the maintenance.
Okay.
So some our equipment, for example, if you know, in airport, we also have like a metal detector, like in airport. So in some our prison, we also have one.
Okay.
But the problem is most of them are broken or under maintenance, and we don't have any budget to fix that. And also we have like analysis notebook. Analysis notebook is intelligence device like to assess the movement of any inmates in any prison in Indonesia. But the problem is the license is very, very expensive. So that's why we don't use that. Also, although we know that it's very helpful for us. So what do you think, Mr. Ozie, about the maintenance, the expensive of the maintenance and the price of the license when we use the technology?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I will ask the first question maybe for how we maintenance our equipment, especially in our polytechnic. We also use some sort of what is it? Outside Indonesian equipment, especially from Japan. If we know that how the detector is how it works, I believe that all of us could maintenance itself by ourselves. I'm sorry, but I believe that some sort of information in last year or maybe before the digital era. So in this digital era, I believe that every sort of mechanical detector, it could be broken by how what the mechanical properties of that piston or maybe the spring are not good lubricated. But in the electronical problems, it's because of the dust. I believe all the electronic devices is not dust. It's because of dust that contain the water. So the dust which have the water will short the electronic device inside our instrument. So as Mr. Edward question, how the metal detector it works and why it's so expensive, it's because that you imported the metal detector from the outside of Indonesia, and then we cannot maintain because there is no one have the blueprint of that metal detector. So I believe that if any sort of technician have that blueprint of that metal detector, it could be easy to maintain. So if you want to add some equipment in sort of in the future, I believe you must include how we maintain that instrument into our maybe the signe or the what I forgot that what it means about the contract. Yeah, the contract itself. I think that's my answer for your first question, Mr. Edward.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ozie. So in conclusion, that if you would like to be able to have a very cheap or affordable devices, we need to develop our human resource to be able to create the instrument or the metal detector itself.
Maybe not created first. Maybe for the contract itself, created some sort of how to maintain that things, and then how to service by ourselves into the contract.
It's like a guarantee requirements, right? Okay, That's really insightful answer. Thank you very much for the answer, Mr. Ozie. Is that enough for Mr. Edward?
Okay. How about the license?
How about the license?
Yeah.
What?
It's too expensive.
Oh, for what, Mr. Edward?
Yeah. For example, we have a we want to buy like analysis notebook, like I mentioned before, to assess or to watch our inmates in Indonesia. But the problem is the license is too expensive. So and now we don't use it because yeah, too expensive, and we don't have any budget to that. Why the license is too expensive? I mean.
Yeah, maybe we can transfer technology is very important right now, Mr. Edward. So I believe that some sort of technological problems, such as maybe for a little things in our computers, such as Windows itself, which will create many budget to our country. So I believe that in others department like Paminfo say that we could create ourselves the software. So it's not any choice between that. I believe so. But yeah, maybe we could take a step into a several milestone. Not like what our government like does PSA in single major step, and then boom, all of them are banished. It is not some sort of technological problem. At the short time is not viable, I think.
Okay, Mr. Ozie, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you very much,
Edward.
Mr. Edward and Mr. Ozie. And we are going next to the question from Mr. Nur Indariswati. The screen is yours.
You.
Hello.
Hi. I know that we are in the same field, yeah, in the same. What is it? If I can say that we are at the same organization, but I'm still, yeah, I really appreciate that you have a good, optimistic point of view that it can happen that in about 10 or 20 years in the future, it can be, yeah, this technology can be applied in the next future. But do you think it can really happen due to Indonesia is not a high technology country, if I can say that, since so many people think that learning technology is for rich people, and from the previous statement say that the technology is related to a lot of money, big amount of money, including the maintenance or even start to build the technology itself. It needs a lot of money. So how can you have what is it? Yeah, an optimistic point of view that it can happen in Indonesia due to the human resource that we have for now, right, in Indonesia? Because many people think that for Indonesian people, even they have smartphone, but the phone is smarter than the people, right? So it can really happen in Indonesia that we can apply the technology. And if you really believe that it can happen, it really is applicable in Indonesia, what is the first basic or what should be mastered by the human resource itself? Because I'm sure that this, what is it? Yeah, the purpose of this industry 4.0 is not to decrease the employee, right? Because yeah, I'm sure that the government have already thought about that one, that they don't want to have unemployment people in Indonesia. I'm sure that they will work together with the people. They would need human resource as well. So what should be mastered or what should people learn first as the basic to acquire this technology?
Okay. How, Mr. Albert?
Yeah, I'm still asking to Mr. Dennis about how to conduct the breakout room for the
Okay.
latter session, but maybe you can answer directly to Mr. Nur since she is the last questioner
Okay.
at this moment before we continue to the next session.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Albert. So I would like to ask to Miss Indah also, what happened to our highways after the, maybe you say that tap machine it works thing around 2012. Is it some sort of devastating in our country or not?
Sorry, what is it?
You know that our highway gate in our
Mm-hmm.
country has been developed from
Mm-hmm.
manual to automatic for the last decade.
Jalan tol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, highway is
Mm-hmm.
jalan tol.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that that's will answer our question about how the employment works. It's because that people will be furthermore developed than the machine. I think that if there is some sort of major problem, the people will develop. But if there is no problem, the people will stay at the same pace. So I believe that some sort of difficulties in our time right now because of Corona, and then people learn something from that event. So I believe that it is the same answer for your question about how the employment it's become the other things in the because of technological era in our countries. This is because we'll develop people to further away because of they lost the job maybe for the 5 years, and we push them to become more technological advanced, of course, with our government support, I believe. Yeah. Is it okay, or maybe you can ask more?
Because she is nodding, it means that she is understand. Perhaps,
Yeah,
I
okay.
assume.
Yes, that's right. That's good. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much, Miss Noor, and also thank you very much for your quite impressive answer, Mr. Ozie. Okay, there is if there is no any question about Mr. Ozie presentation, maybe we can conduct the Q&A or the conversation class. We'll conduct by doing the breakout room by Mr. Dennis. Mr. Dennis, please help me.
Yeah, anyway, this is not conversation class.
No, okay.
It's not the class. It's just the breakout room session.
Okay,
So,
breakout room session.
we have 14 participants. Let me just make it into 7. Okay. Okay, just a moment. Okay. Does anyone, okay, everyone here can join the breakout room, right? Because only Miss Nurul who left already. Okay. So, in room 1, there will be Miss Elvira and Miss Naina. Okay, and then in room 2, just a moment. Okay. In room 2, there will be Mr. Edward and Miss Indah. In room 3, there will be Mr. Anggit and Mr. Torik. In room 4, there will be Mr. Agus and Mr. Acep. In room 5, there will be Miss Dian and Mr. Ozie. In room 6, there will be Miss Astuti and Mr. Yahya. And in the last room, there will be Mr. Albert and me. And because the time is limited for this first session, we can only just do for 12 minutes. Yes, because we will do just 2 rounds tonight. Yes, so you may join the rooms. Start from now, please.
Still us.
Wow.
While waiting, Mr. Ozie. Okay.
Okay.
So while waiting, so I mean in the there's Torik. Okay. Hello, Torik.
Torik. Mr. Torik.
Yeah.
Why you use some sort of animation?
Why not?
Why not?
Long time no see,
Yeah.
Torik. How are
Long
you?
time no see, Mr. Dian. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
Is JJ is Puja? Oh, I don't know. I know, never mind. I would like to ask Torik. I was thinking he is Torik Halilintar Ramadan, isn't it?
Torik.
Mr. Torik once gave the presentation about what did you call it, Mr. Torik? Avatar, right?
Yeah, something like virtual avatar.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Avatar. I was thinking Avatar of Aang.
No,
Avatar,
virtual
yeah.
avatar, like what I use right now.
Okay. Like Mr. Edward used
Yeah.
previously.
Mr. Edward used that because of me. I
We can do though. I can be the cat now. Am I already being a cat now? I am.
Wow. It's so amazing. My computer cannot do that. How can you can do that?
Update your Zoom.
Update
Then you
your
can
Zoom.
get. Yeah.
Yes, I know. Update my Zoom, but actually my laptop cannot afford that.
Yeah, probably that's. Oh, yeah.
Like Mr. Edward said, my laptop is ancient laptop.
But still working at least.
Yes.
That's a good thing. So we're gonna do the second breakout room, yeah. But we're gonna
Okay.
recreate the participant here. Please tell me if you already together with the same partner. Okay. So Miss Dian will be together with Mr. Ozie, Mr.
Same partner.
Same partner. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Okay, let me put. Okay. Miss Dian will be together with Mr. Torik. Mr. Agus will be together with Mr. Anggit. Mr. Albert will be together with Mr. Ozie. Mr. Acep will be together with Miss Indah. Mr. Edward will be together with Miss Naina. Miss Astuti will be together with Miss Elvira. And Mr. Yahya will be together with me. Is there anyone who are in the same partner? No.
No.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's time for Mr. Edward to give a notebook. Awesome. Okay, let me open the room for 12 minutes, yeah? Okay, open our room, start from now.
Hah? Masih mati.
12 minutes over.
Oh,
It's so fast.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. Looks like we are in the end of tonight's session. And today's session was really inspiring us, the presentation. Honestly, for me, myself, I would like to know more about the technology of 4.0, but because the time is limiting us, nevertheless, we can still ask directly to Mr. Ozie about his presentation and also about technology 4.0 and in any possible way. And for the last, I will hand over to Mr. Dennis for the appointment, who will be the next presenter and next moderator for the next meeting or for the next session. And the last, thank you very much for your participation and have a nice day to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for your willingness to be the moderator. So anybody wants to be the next presenter? Mr. Ozie already twice. So probably Mr. Anggit wants to be the second time. Mr. Albert probably wants to be the next presenter. Mr. Acep probably. I'll give my hand to you guys. So Mr. Yahya probably wants to be the next presenter. Please speak up. Who wants to be the next presenter? Probably only Mr. Agus and Miss Indah, probably because long time ago they never joined us. But the rest, I'll give my hands to you. Anybody wants to be the next presenter?
I think Mr. Yahya.
Oh, Mr. Yahya, do you want to be the next presenter for next week?
I haven't got any publication that I want to share.
Oh, so not yet.
Go.
I will share it in the right time. So
okay,
please keep a seat for me.
Sure. Oh, wait, please give a seat for you for next week or for next time?
Next time. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
next
know when.
time. That's why I just reconfirm. You know, I don't want to have ada dusta di antara kita, right? So that's why I want to.
I vote for Mr. Acep, actually.
Oh, actually, my wife never, not yet presented for a long time.
Of course.
Miss Elvira.
Yes or no?
Talking about fingerprint and biometric, Miss Elvira.
I believe there's some sort of great.
But I will not force you, even though I'm your husband. Yes or no?
Or maybe the topic is about housewife rules and.
How Mr. Dennis treats me.
Okay. I want to thinking about the topic, yeah. Maybe
Okay.
about not to. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. But it's about if about my research, natural language processing is
fine.
Oh
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Very keen.
That would be good.
To know that.
Yes.
Ah.
Maybe I want to prepare some slide and topic, yeah.
Sure. Mr. Acep, do you want to be the next moderator probably? Because last time it was Friends Millennial. So do you, because I see that you're the moderator for Friends Millennial too. Do you want to be? I give you chance. You can say yes.
That's
no.
totally fine. That's totally fine. Yeah.
Awesome.
So we got the deal already, yeah? So thank you so much, everyone. So next week, the next presenter will be Miss Elvira talking about the NLP research. Will be moderated for Mr. Acep. Thank you very much for Mr. Albert tonight, and also Mr. Ozie as the presenter, of course. A slight promotion, because I need to do this one. If any of you or any of your friends want to study for the IELTS or TOEFL or Conversation and General English, Leaders English actually also will open the class in September 10th. Yeah, and we also open the class for children, for kids age 3 until 8 and 9 until 12. If you want to be, let's say, Mr. Dennis, can I help you with the marketing? Sure, contact me directly. I mean, like, if you can help me, I will help you as well. But again, this speaking practice group, yeah, this is my corong, but it doesn't mean that I use this commercially. I just give you the advertisement about that. Yeah. So, all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Acep. To close our speaking practice group tonight, let's we take a picture together, and yeah, I'll see you again next week.
Sorry, Mr. Dennis. Can
Yes.
you just please share the poster that
Yeah.
I can also posting on my status?
Sure.
Maybe a few of my friends would like to join the class, because there is so many person who would like to find the class for the
Sure.
IELTS.
Yeah, I would share to the group, and if you want to be my marketer, like what Mr. Acep did, I will share directly to you. Okay. So let's see, take a picture together. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. Let me just copy paste really quick. All right. See you guys again next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a great night.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.